It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Single slot. Hey, watch that team. Watch QB top.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, 32 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Hopkins with the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check my 33, check my 33.
Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Check my 33, check my 33. Hey, 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 hey.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Try and throw for it here. And complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, 77 yards. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. It got his man complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. And brought in by the the tight end Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They go play at rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This time Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. This will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Guyton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a give running left is Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Let's go, come on.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.